In the basement of a research facility, a group of scientists were working on a groundbreaking experiment. They aimed to create a machine that could access and manipulate human memories. If successful, their invention would revolutionize the field of mental health and help those suffering from trauma and PTSD. As they worked, strange occurrences began happening around the facility. Doors would open and close on their own, and objects would move across tables without explanation. Despite the growing sense of unease, the scientists remained determined to complete their work. Finally, after months of testing and refining, they were ready for the first human trial. A volunteer, a young man named Jack, was strapped into the machine and given a sedative to help him relax. The scientists began the process of accessing his memories, eager to see their creation in action. At first, everything seemed to be going according to plan. Jack's memories were being accessed and manipulated, and the scientists were able to alter his perception of past events. But then something went wrong. Suddenly, the machine malfunctioned, and Jack's memories began flooding into the minds of the scientists. They were overwhelmed by the intensity of his experiences and began to feel as though they were living them themselves. The sedative, which was meant to keep Jack calm, had been insufficient for the intensity of the experiment. As they struggled to regain control, the scientists realized that they had unleashed something far beyond their understanding. The memories they had accessed were not just Jack's, but those of everyone who had ever used the machine. The group found themselves caught in a never-ending loop of torment and despair, reliving the traumas of countless individuals. They were trapped, unable to escape the nightmare they had unleashed. The experiment had become a twisted prison, and the scientists were the unwilling inmates. And as the machine continued to malfunction, it was clear that they would never be released from their torment. In the end, the facility was shut down, and the scientists were presumed dead. But rumors persist that the experiment never truly ended, that the machine and its twisted creation continue to exist, waiting for someone to stumble upon it and unleash its horrors once again. Once upon a time, there were 5 friends named Jack, Jill, Sam, Kate, and Tom. They decided to take a break from their mundane lives and go on a vacation to a remote island they had heard about. The island was said to be untouched and unexplored, with pristine beaches and lush forests. They arrived on the island and were welcomed by the local villagers who seemed friendly and hospitable. The group settled into their rental villa and spent their first few days exploring the island's natural beauty. But one night, they heard strange noises coming from the forest. It sounded like someone or something was moving around, so they decided to investigate. As they got deeper into the forest, they realized that they were not alone on the island. They stumbled upon a tribe of people who had been living there for centuries, cut off from the rest of the world. The tribe was hostile and aggressive towards the group, and they soon realized that they had trespassed on their territory. The friends tried to leave the island, but they found that their boat had been sabotaged, and all forms of communication with the outside world had been cut off. They were stranded on the island with no way of escaping. The tribe continued to harass them, and the group soon discovered that the island was cursed. Legend had it that a powerful witch had placed a curse on the island centuries ago, and anyone who set foot on it would be doomed to never leave. As days turned into weeks, the group realized that they were running out of food and water. They tried to find a way to break the curse, but their efforts were in vain. One by one, they succumbed to the island's curse and died. Only one of them, Jack, managed to survive. He was discovered by a group of tourists who had come to the island on a sightseeing tour. Jack was the only one left alive to tell the tale of the cursed island and the tribe that lived there. Years later, Jack returned to the island with a team of researchers to investigate the curse and the tribe. But when they arrived, they found that the island had disappeared without a trace, leaving no evidence of its existence behind. The group was left wondering if the island was just a figment of their imagination or if it was a real place cursed by a powerful witch. They never found out the truth, and the legend of the cursed island remains a mystery to this day.